what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the VoskCoin YouTube channel. Today we're going to be talking about Filecoin and Filecoin Mining. Okay, this is a cryptocurrency. They raised millions of dollars, and when I say millions, I don't mean like 6, 7. I mean like $260 million. Okay, this is a coin that's been highly anticipated for multiple reasons. One of those being the fact that it's mined basically with hard drives. It's decentralized data storage and a whole lot of other stuff. And we're going to be reviewing that in today's video, how to start mining. Well, we're going to go over the basics of how to start. It's not like a full straight up guide. And we're going to talk about Filecoin mining profitability. And while some people invested $20, $40 plus $1,000, and they're getting pretty crappy returns on it. So without further ado, let's run 10 seconds of Tails, the best Shiba Inu in the world, and our resident Dogecoin, and the VoskCoin intro. So real quick, let's run it from the top. What is Filecoin anyway? Hashtag FIL, but that's FIL. Filecoin is a decentralized storage network designed to store humanity's most important information. That's a little pompous. Centralized cloud services are spread thinly around the globe. This leaves billions of users far away from their data and allows cloud companies to dictate prices, jurisdictions, and who can even use their service. What a nice little thing they built into their site. That's what you get with $260 million. Instead of a few big players dominating our digital future, we need an open market. An open market you're going to make and profit from. Yes, yes. Filecoin connects the world with a new storage and economic model, no matter the level of existing connectivity. Here comes. Here comes. Here comes. The Filecoin network puts content and data on every corner, just like a McDonald's.
お返事ピカチュウ480円マクドナルド君にはどう答えてくれるかなハッピーセット今度のハッピーセットはポケモンだぜモンスターボールから飛び出てくるよもらえるポケモンは毎週変わる君もゲットだぜハッピーセットマクドナルド
Okay, this is just going to keep going on and on. It's decentralized data storage, and they're trying to act like they're saving humanity here. But here, let me just show you this. We're going to go over all of this, but look at this. Okay, even Justin Sun is calling Filecoin a scam here, ladies and gentlemen. 1.5 million FIL for 200 USD each, worth 300 million USD at the high. Okay, that's crazy. All the coins are supposedly vested for periods ranging from 6 months to a minimum of 6 years for the team. But 1.5 million FIL were sent to Huobi and OkEx. Wow, looks like you just doubled your ICO raise, Mr. Filecoin. Soon you'll have $1 billion. We'll come back to that craziness though. Let's go over like the mining part. It's time to start mining because they launched their mainnet, and along with Filecoin's mainnet launching, well, some exchanges started trading it and giving it, you know, real world value. I shouldn't say real world value, like it gave it an associated market price because all the coins are tradable out there, not just trading like futures IOU coins and stuff like that. So yeah, Filecoin mainnet is here. You click that, you go here. This is an advanced, very advanced mining setup. Okay, so just look at this. This guide covers how to install Lotus applications and launch a Lotus node. This guide covers installing Lotus, Lotus Miner, and Lotus Worker to your computer, then runs through setting up a Lotus node. It's a very technical setup, but if we click on Mine over here, this is like you're gonna be like, okay, looks like I will probably never mine Filecoin. Okay, that's due to the hardware that you need to get in this game. So let's check this out. So here are some example architecture, right? These are example mining rigs. Okay, we got a storage miner plus node, PC1 workers, and PC2 commit workers. Okay, so expensive server grade PSU, expensive server grade PSU, expensive server grade PSU, expensive GPU. You know what an RTX 6000 costs? Let's check it out. Right now we grab one off of Newegg for 5 Gs, but oh, you're a frugal shopper. You found it over here for $4,000. Okay, just throw it in the cart. Look, what about this CPU I just talked about? I said expensive CPU, but what is an expensive CPU? We'll grab refurbished right here for the low price of $2,300. And on top of all that stuff, you're going to need a pretty significant amount of RAM, 128 to 256. But for the parts on this list, that's not the worst thing that you are dealing with. Not even to mention some storage, if that's what you want to do. Okay, so you know what a TIB is? TB is basically 1.1 terabytes. If you want to grab some 4 terabyte SSDs, because you need fast memory here, not just a lot of memory. I mean, current prices, you know, just based off retail sites, has you around $400, which is, you know, it's not exact, but about $100 per terabyte on SSD storage in that kind of capacity. We'll come back to the mining more. You know, I just want to review the architecture here, and you're probably thinking, you know, well, I could build that for less than 20 grand. Yeah, well, we'll come back to this, and you're going to see why you don't even want to. Okay, so this was news a couple years ago, right? Filecoin inches closer to blockchain mainnet launch after several delays, 200 million raised in ICO. Basically, you know, there's interest, there's hype here, and it's getting built up, but there's uncertain returns, right? Co-founder, CEO of Protocol Labs confirmed the testnet incentives, which we talked about, and it's been running for a month. Although it's unclear exactly how the economic incentives for Filecoin would work, and that could be delayed. Okay, so that's kind of the precursor here. But before we talk more about Filecoin, I want to talk to you about today's video sponsor, Flexpool. They claim to be the fastest Ethereum mining pool. Okay, so why? They have lightning speed. Specialized in high-performance server clusters powered by super-fast software designed to handle over 100 terahash a second. They got no fees, only an optional pool donation. That's pretty cool. I personally wouldn't run a pool like that, but that's pretty cool. GPU mining is a much safer investment than hard drive mining. So if you want to GPU mine, you can GPU mine Ethereum on flexpool.io. Links out in the video description below. The Filecoin miners are going on strike one day after the mainnet launch, prompting early reward release. 5 of the largest miners turned off their machines to protest the project's unfair economic model that requires a significant amount of FIL tokens to start mining operations. Well, how are you supposed to start? How are you supposed to do this when, you know, you're here day one and you got to mine these coins? There should be some kind of slow start. Like, you can just earn these tokens for a certain period that would be fair for people to earn enough tokens where they could have other hardware running associated. You know, if you force people to go out and buy your ICO raised coin, I mean, that's like double dipping, right? Right? I mean, do you agree? Let me know in the comments below. Filecoin has transitioned from calibration net to mainnet at block 148888 after 200 million ICO and 3 years of development. It's complex, requires high-end hardware. Example 1 of miner with 3 servers here. Again, they're running a 2080 Ti, 256 gigabytes of RAM, and a 8 terabyte SSD. You can see the, you know, it's an expensive CPU there. Nico here on Twitter claims that sealing speed is the bottleneck. You can provide a lot of space, but with 2 computing servers, you can still only seal about 1 terabyte a day for your 336 terabyte of storage, and it can take from 210 to 350 days to use and mine with the actual full space. Meanwhile, you need to be staking Filecoin as collateral for the space provided. This is a guarantee, and it's slashed if space commitment not honored. The goal being to ensure the data isn't lost. Claims there's a chicken and egg problem here, as nobody has FIL to start mining and thus to get that FIL. The calibration net solved that by being a final test net included a space race aimed at rewarding early miners who invested in expensive hardware for testing, and basically took all the risks, with 1.5 million FIL distributed but vested for 540 days. Vested, that means you can't move it, you can't sell it. You can't sell it when Filecoin goes up to $100, right? So, you know, I want to touch on that real quick. So basically, Filecoin launched on Gemini. I'm kicking myself. I almost bought it because I thought it was going to get the launch pump. Sure enough, it freaking did. You know, way to just sit around and miss a great opportunity there. Either way, you know, it's good to review that stuff in retrospect. Naturally, we all miss opportunities in the crypto space, and we just hope that we get another one. So yeah, I was watching it at like $27. It goes up, peaks at like almost 120, or maybe like 120. And it definitely, in my opinion, to sell at 100. Then it tumbles down, and then it tumbles down, and it goes all the way down back to basically $30. Currently it's trading at $33. Remember, a coin is only worth what people are willing to pay for it. So is Filecoin overpriced right now still, or is it cheap? Time will tell. But back to the whole mining drama, right? So one miner sealing 1 terabyte a day since August 27 calibration, and he sealed 50 terabyte. And then, so that's about 1/7 of total capacity. He needs 5 fil a terabyte, 5 fil a day as collateral to keep increasing the capacity. Current mining returns hover around 0.25 fil a day. He's getting the information from here. The mining reward is vested for 180 days as per the SAFT agreement. That 0.27 fil a day is taken off the mining efficiency here. So if you look at the Tibby bytes, right? So for every Tibby byte, which we went over what those were earlier, is earning them 0.27 fil a day. So back to it. Basically, miners need to buy fil to keep ramping up to full capacity, or they're just going to stay at that 1/7 capacity due to the Filecoin that they need to be staking. He claims that here in China, or there in China, people are disgusted. This is the word repeated. A napkin calculation shows you early on that your mining system requires a 20K hardware investment and forces you to buy more coins. Take the largest miner with 40 pibs of storage, Pibybyte here, who is around 1/7 sealed ratio. This means they have 280 pibs of storage space ready at a total price of $16 million. $16 million. Total network capacity is currently around 600 pibs for 4,200 pibs installed, or 240 million worth of hardware. Stop. Read it again. 240 million worth of hardware ready at the mainnet launch, not including all the ones waiting to be installed, not some market valuation. Real money changed hands. Real servers. Conservative estimate. Miners invested early on in that much hardware but can't keep ramping up capacity because they're forced to buy fil at 250 billion fully diluted valuation. And now we get to the point where Justin Sun talks about them basically scamming 1.5 million fils for 200 USD each, sold, sent to the exchange worth 300 million. We already talked about that, but that's just wild. There's no opportunity for people to do that with their coins because they're vested and locked and everything like that. So basically only the team can be doing that. Miners provided huge support to Filecoin team during the dev years, and now they're wrecked. The much anticipated Filecoin launch has turned to a crap show and disappointment, and he claims that the mood is gloomy around there. The liftoff 1-week Zoom event that Filecoin has prepared may look a bit grim. Instead of talking like how I won the space race, may turn into how I came to invest 16 million in useless servers. The FIL 004 Filecoin improvement proposal aims at changing the vesting for the miners from 100% to 75%, which equates to 0.12 fil a terabyte a day. The proposal was accepted after the update. Your 50 terabyte filled miner will get you 6 fil a day, out of which you can either lock 5, keep ramping up capacity, and splurge with your 1 fil a day from your 20K hardware investment. Anyway, it looks like miners got wrecked. Basically, any way you slice it, this is a nightmare. This is another example of miners just, getting wrecked. Wrecked is the right term there. These guys are putting in millions of dollars to support this system. And, some of them, absolutely, probably most of them are in this to make money. And sometimes we all do things to make money, right? But some of them have honestly also probably invested because they like the idea. They want to decentralize. They want to put things on the blockchain. They want to break away from our traditional systems in this world that we deal with. Unfortunately, yet again, they have millions of dollars. They took some coins and they made more millions of dollars. And the people, the smaller groups, which a lot of these groups are not small groups, just to be clear. But anyway, the people outside of the project also spent, some of them, millions of dollars, but they're not getting millions of dollars yet. But it's not over. They still have expensive hardware that has an associated value. And the coin, this project, is not ending with the funding associated. It will never really be ending. And so these things could turn around. And just as quickly as sentiment can change, in a bad favor for a project or someone, it can very quickly turn around as well. So as always, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please make sure to subscribe to the VoskCoin YouTube channel. Hit the thumbs up, leave a comment. I'll see you on the next video.